Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this SIT workshop on trends on continuous education and in particular on our cybersecurity course we have created and we're going to launch for the first time in 2 days from now. I will quickly introduce the trends of continuous education and what we do here at SIT Academy. Then we have a panel discussion on the topic of cybersecurity and why training on this topic is so important. And then you have a chance at the very end to get a unique and live preview on the online course we created just for audiences and participants like you. Let me start with a quote from a man you all know very well, Sergei Belousov. A couple of months ago, he had this unique idea of creating a new university which is research-based, which is merging and bridging science, technology, and education to address and solve global challenges companies in the world are facing. This is an immense project, a huge venture, and obviously, as you can imagine, creating a flagship project like that cannot be done by one man only. Therefore, we are relying on an international network of partners where you can find real experts working together on creating new content. Just to give you an example, in our master's program, we have a cooperation with Carnegie Mellon University, but also with National University of Singapore. Below on that screen, you just see a selection of really famous people from academia who are part of our strategic advisory board. You have people from Oxford University, from Cambridge, from Harvard University, but also from Wharton Business School, to give you an example. People which have already won a Nobel Prize and people which has a very high chance to do so in the next year. All these people actually working with us to create a unique university with a new approach. And one part of this approach is actually what I'm standing for as the managing director of the Academy. It's going to be continuous education. And at SIT Academy, we want to be the partner for the next generation of global leaders in the tech or digital environment in general. Why are we doing this? Because we strongly believe that we can offer something very unique, a merge of high touch and high tech, but also a bridging deep tech technology with interdisciplinarity approaches from the practice and the business transformation and business science approach in a combination. We offering programs for individuals. If someone wants to propel their career, they can take some courses with us, which are certified, which would actually help in the job market afterwards, but also for corporate clients in the B2B world. When we go to companies and train talents within the organization or executives to get deeper knowledge on certain areas. How are we going to do this? What's our vision? We strongly believe that with this interdisciplinary approach, with the technology we have in the background, we can offer very particular curriculums with a very flexible mode of delivery, which is the needs of or supports the needs of the 21st century. The advantage we have, we are the new kid on the block, so we can play according to new rules of the game. This was a huge advantage when we started to create courses like we did over the last few weeks. So our idea was actually to blend academia and business with a new focus. First of all, in improving the pedagogy. If you go to other platforms or other universities, traditionally the mode of delivery of content, the methodology, the pedagogy behind is rather old-fashioned. So what we have been creating is really something very new, and I will explain in a second why it's so new and different. But also in terms of faculty, we try to handpick the best faculty in the field, always from theory, from academia, but also from the business side, from practice, and work with these two in the same course. So you always have a very balanced view. What's new in the field, what's the latest in research, and what is the blend then in the industry, what works in real, and that's what we want to share in these courses. But also I think it's important that our content is really going back to the purpose of managing education. Train people on the job, make them fit for the job they are facing, and really get them engaged in doing so. And last but not least, I think we're moving closer to practice with the ability to meet graduate employability. These two approaches that we train people which then can go back to the job market and really going to do a good job is very important, and it's one part of the agile business environment we're facing in today's world. But why and how are we different? Well, I believe we have 6 very distinctive differentiators which make us unique compared to other business and business education institutions and universities. First of all, and I mentioned it before, our top faculty. I think the blend we offer between academia and business together, teaching same course, is very unique. Second, the interdisciplinarity. Again, we always try to blend in the different approaches from academia, from theory, but also from the business perspective. And again, I think this brings the content much closer to the practice, much more applicable to the job, and therefore much more interesting and higher return on investment for people taking these courses. Then we are not only a SIT Academy, which offers a continuous education. We have a whole ecosystem around SIT, starting from the university,